making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line. When we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look up there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Today we're going to be playing some Satisfactory. So today's a very exciting day in Satisfactory. Update 8 just got released on experimental. I played around with it a little bit, and my system performance is not great on it, so I actually reverted myself back to update 7. But before I did that, I went and took a look at like the room that I built for my storage room. I went around and looked at the new map, the map changes, see all the stuff that was changing. I just did like a once over the world, looked around. It looks really good. Like the turning on Lumen is insane. Like the game looks so much better with the new lighting engine from Unreal Engine 5. Um, it's going to be a huge game changer when it comes to like decorating factories and stuff like that. Uh, I'm very excited to get my hands like actually convert my save file for real over to update 8. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to stay on update 7 for now. Once they work, whatever, whenever they release the first patch for update 8, I'll probably move to experimental again and play around with it. Hey, CK, how's it going? But yeah, for now, the system performance is, or my frame drops are just a little too bad to actually play on that version. But I unlocked the power towers and stuff, and um, yeah, there's just there's just so much to that update. It's gonna be. You okay? How's your day been? My day's been good. I was working today, and I had Total Eclipse pulled up on my other monitor, and I was watching him do a lot of update 8 stuff since it released today. But yeah, he was I did notice that there's a couple of things that don't work the way they used to on the new version, especially in my storage room. So the conveyor belts that I had, and I had the light over them. The when you turn on Lumen, the or well, really in update 8 completely, the street lights don't clip through the conveyor belts anymore, or the conveyor lifts. So I don't know if that is intentional or unintentional. There are some weird lighting issues going on in update 8, so I don't know. That's kind of why I don't want to change it, because I don't know if that's wait. Why the fuck am I over here? No. Hang on a second. I wonder if Steam just went down. I bet you Steam went down. Hang on a second. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah. Steam status. Yeah. Yeah, they did their routine maintenance. So hopefully that'll resolve itself in a couple of minutes, and then I'll be able to open up my save file. Anyway, while we wait for the save file, let's talk about what I've been doing, because I haven't streamed Satisfactory for a little while. So you remember I went into the Blue Crater on my last Satisfactory stream, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna build a power plant, or not a power plant, a fuel factory here. And so, since that was where I decided to do it, I had to figure out all the math, and it took me a while to figure out the math, because this is going to be a ton. I'm using diluted fuel recipe. I had to figure out how to pull all the nodes into a single factory. I had to figure out what the floor layouts were going to be like. All that goodness. So much to figure out. I finished all the math. I figured out how many belts I'm going to need, how to balance them properly, what kind of liquids I need, how many water extractors, how many refineries, how many blenders. All that stuff is now figured out. So Oh, yeah, this so I started building it and I'm still figuring out the layout. Um just because there's a lot to build for this. With the footprint, I also am trying to leave room so I can decorate it too and actually make it look cool. So, I have some ideas for that as well. But yeah, I'm so annoyed that I moved today. I can't play till my computer comes in 3 days. Oof, wow. Yeah, I would not be in good shape without a computer for 3 days. So we'll just do a walkthrough of what I've got built so far. Basically, all I've done is figure out the hard parts of the factory, like uh, where I want machines, how I want the end pieces to look, and kind of confine myself into a space, and then yeah. So I don't want to look at this yet. I don't want to. I don't want anyone to see this one yet. This is what we're going to be working on today. So let's go to the bottom of the factory. So you can see this is a pretty high up already. This is off the ground, so this is all the way at the bottom. So since the first floor has water, I was like, okay, well the water extractors need to go here, obviously. So we'll go take a look at the factory here from the bottom. So I did the water extractors like this. I used a cool trick that I learned about, which is you place foundations under the water, and then you um, can do all that. But you can see basically it lets you snap the water extractors in. Uh, it lets you snap them. I started a PowerPoint because of you, and it helps so much. Oh, in Excel, yeah, doc, yeah, the spreadsheets definitely help. So the this factory, I've marked all the stuff, right? So these are all the crude oil nodes that we're going to be pulling in. So I'm going to have, I think this is 5 full pipes. We're not full, but most of the pipes are full. There are 4 full pipes, and then there's one that's just this one. So um, the end goal of this factory uh, is to output. I need all the fuel that I can make out of these nodes to build more fuel generators and power them. So we're going to be creating 4,800 fuel per minute, which is going to power 118 fuel generators, which will generate 44,375 megawatts. Now, this might be easier if I just share my spreadsheet while we're looking at it. Yeah, so we have this much fuel. I needed to decide on a number of how much turbo fuel I wanted to make in this factory too. So I wanted to have a decent amount of turbo fuel coming out of it, but I didn't want it to be the majority of what I was outputting. So I said, okay, I will commit 1 sulfur node to this because I need to save most of the sulfur for my uranium fuel rods, which is going to be the next project after this one. So I had to build that. Um, so I said, okay, 600, we'll have 600 sulfur per minute. What would be the most efficient recipe to use to make as much turbo fuel out of that as possible? And the recipe I landed on was the heavy turbo oil or turbo blend fuel, which is the one you make in a blender. It requires 15 fuel, 30 heavy oil residue, 22.5 sulfur, and 22.5 petroleum coke to make 45 turbo fuel per minute. So did all that, and now we've got all the math done. I'm gonna make 2 turbo pipe or two full 600 pipes of turbo fuel. So 1,200 is as much as we can make. So for now, I did the math on how much a fuel generator would take with 1 600 pipe of turbo fuel. It turns out that turbo fuel is insanely efficient, and it only takes fuel generators to generate 20,000 megawatts. So it's about double the efficiency of like regular fuel, which is crazy. Um, so I was like, okay, well, I'll use. I wanted to be able to get the turbo fuel out of this factory, so I said, okay, one pipe goes to a packaging thing, and then the other pipe goes to fuel generators. So we're going to be building a whole lot of fuel generators coming up. We're going to build 171 fuel generators. Oh, actually, it'll be less than that because I'm going to overclock all of these all the way. So, yeah, we'll have a smaller footprint. But basically, I don't know where I'm going to put these yet. That's going to be the next big thing to figure out. But I wanted to finish the actual factory first. So total outputs of this entire factory, I'm taking the polymer resin, turning it into rubber. Rubber is then going to be used to make. I'm going to be using the rubber as using the recycled plastic recipe. So it basically takes 850 fuel and 850 rubber, which is how much we're taking out of the polymer resin. So we're processing all the polymer resin here and then putting that into some refineries with rubber and fuel, and then that makes way more plastic. Like, it basically makes the same amount of plastic as we had polymer resin. So it's a lossless way to make plastic. And 1,700 plastic per minute is a lot. Like, for this being a byproduct and not a plastic factory, that is really good. So, then of course, with the plastic, I need to be able to package my turbo fuel. So now that I have plastic, I'm going to take some of that, a little bit of that, and put it into some constructors to make plastic containers. Then the plastic containers will go into some packagers, and the 600 pipe of turbo fuel will go into packagers as well, and we'll have packaged turbo fuel ready to be shipped out of this place. So there's a whole lot of stuff that is for this. So the logistics of this place have been pretty crazy. You can see here I've got the floor pushed down a little bit. That's because the next floor up I did a very cool feature. So I'm taking my time building this. I'm not just trying to slap machines in and go. I'm actually trying to make this a worthy factory. So I was very meticulous about how the pipes looked, and using the center of the building for everything. So you can see here the pipework looks pretty good, I think. Everything's pretty symmetrical. So the weird thing was I needed 8 water pipes, and I decided on what I wanted the side of the building to look like already. So I'll show that in a minute. But the awkward thing was that for the heavy fuel, or for the diluted fuel recipe, I needed 8 pipes. But then I also needed water for the polymer resin. I needed to take the polymer resin and the water to make rubber. So I needed 3 more pipes. So I didn't have an even number of pipes. So I found the center of this side of the building, and these 3 pipes specifically are for the polymer resin to deal with it. But I didn't want it to go up because it would ruin the symmetry of the build. So yeah, this is the main stuff that is going on here. My idea is that I'm going to use these pipes as a decoration, kind of. So I have this vision of what I want the side of the building to look like, and I was playing around with it a little bit. So you can see here kind of what I was thinking. I kind of want to do like to give this thing some depth. I wanted to have it come out and then down, and it'd be like off of the main area. So this is just my ramp to get up here, but you can kind of see what I was going for. I've done a lot of mock-ups of what I want this to eventually look like. Also, I'm going to be bringing in all the crude oil into the exact center of the building, so there will also be crude oil pipes going all the way up to here. And it'll be dead center of the building. So Yeah, so here's dead center. So crude oil pipes go all the way up to here. And yeah, it's basically just the 5 pipes are going to go up to here and then up the building. I'm going to make it look good. Then it'll go into those 5 fluid buffers right there. So now that we've got the water settled, so that's all the water we need for the entire factory at the bottom floor. So the second floor, I originally had thought I was going to be able to fit more on this, and it turns out that refineries are fucking huge, and yeah, they take a lot. So this floor is kind of interesting right now, but the idea is that since I've got the crude oil's going up here, it's going to go. I had to basically split what I had planned into 2 separate floors, and due to some stuff with how the train line was already that was coming through here, I had to move. I couldn't just do the 2 floors right in a row. I had to put the train stop in the middle to make it work okay. So the other cool thing that I wanted to do was, since I have a ton of refineries, I'm going to have a whole lot of stuff moving here. So all these refineries are going to take in crude oil, and then they're going to output heavy oil and polymer resin. So I want to see that stuff, but I don't want it to take up a ton of space on the ground, right? I want to be able to run. So just imagine that this is covered, so you can't see this, but I'm doing a glass walkway on this, and you'll see there's pipes here, there's conveyor belts, and since we're working on a center focused build, this is everything's going to go up on that side right there. And then I'm going to try and keep it on that side all the way up the whole building until I need said thing, because nothing that's on these floors are going to be needed. They're only going to be used. They're not being packaged and shipped out. These are all materials being made on this floor to make more things higher up. So I also was playing around. I've done a lot of playing around on this. So I've learned that I really like putting refineries on a 4M foundation. So 4 meters up. I really like this. And then I was playing around, and obviously you want to top feed your you want gravity to work in your favor. And since I'm pumping all of that liquid all the way up to the top floor there, I didn't want to have to worry about head lift. So this is going to be coming back down. And so this is crude oil going in here. And then you can see I've just done like one of these on each floor just to kind of show what I want it to look like. But I'll color all these pipes black, probably because it's crude oil. So inlets look like this, all this. And then, so then I was like, I'm playing around with this, trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. And I found a really cool way to do, one, power, because power is a pain in the ass on refineries because of the way it looks. You see where they put the damn hook for this. So you can see here I actually ran a beam, and I put the power cable right in the middle, so it doesn't interfere with anything, and actually you almost can't even see it. And then what I'm going to do is I ran this over and clipped it through the wall to put into back here. Now this, you're not going to be able to see because I'm going to completely cover this up. I really want to get better at hiding cabling because I hate the way power cables look in this game. So what I ended up doing was that, and then see each of these will come down to the end of the line, and then I'll wire them up somehow to the next floor. So I've got big plans. But the cool thing with this that I tried out was I've really started being able to use 4M foundations as a sandwich floor, which I really like. So you can kind of see here, this was a 4M foundation, but now I've replaced it with 2 1Ms. You put one at the top, one at the bottom, and then it gives you just enough space to run some stuff without it clipping through the floor here. So you can see, like, it's completely invisible, but now I have this nice glass floor so I can actually see it. So I'm going to do some underfloor lighting there, probably. I have to hide cables in real life, so I truly feel your pain. Yeah. The are you an electrician? So the other cool thing that I've learned is how to line these up. I don't think I ever saw anyone do this, but I really like the way this looks. Since the refinery's on an or upper part now, I can do a uh, I can save myself a ton of space out in the front if I run it back under, and then this is going to be cool because I can just put this behind glass, and now you'll see all the polymer resin going off of all these refineries, and oh, nice, that's cool. And then I've just put a wall here. I'm gonna play around with this once I'm ready, but you can see here, like, once it's in that wall, I can just clip through this. It doesn't matter. I could remove this if I wanted to, but this will be flooring after, after everything's done. I've got the guts exposed right now because I'm trying to figure out the logistics. But I figured out all the logistics for this floor. This was very complicated to get this to where it would be hidden the way I wanted and still be within the space confines of what I was dealing with. So, but I did get it. Um, Everything has a fluid buffer. Uh, the tricky part about this build was trying to get the pipes balanced to what they needed to be, because I want full pipes and I want full belts as much as possible. So like the math on this works out to it's 3 and almost a fourth row of polymer resin would be a full belt, but it needs a little extra. So I ended up deciding that this row would be the one that I balance on, and you can see here that the balancing on this is much different than the others. So I had to go, like, this will be a merger, so this will be all the polymer resin coming into this merger. So that's all of it. Then it'll go into a splitter. Then I'm going to use a 780 belt and a 60 belt. So I'm pulling 60 out of this. That 60 is getting split 3 ways to take 20 on this belt. So this is 20. And then I'm remerging that stuff into the main belt. So I had to fit all of this under the floor so that you couldn't see it. And I made it work. I got it to work. So it will look really good, and it'll do exactly what it's supposed to do once the new once I put all the stuff in front of it. But so that's the first floor. Yeah, but the cool thing is, once I patch up the walls and make this pretty, this will look really cool, especially with some underfloor lighting. Then the other thing that was tricky about this was I had this not full pipe. This middle one is the impure node, because everything else on the math works out to all the crude oil pipes are full except for the impure node. So the impure node, I was like, well, what can I make out of that? And what do I need to be able to make turbo fuel? And I was like, I need petroleum coke. And the math just happened to work out perfectly to where the impure node gives me 5 petroleum coke, or gives me 5 heavy oil residues. So the heavy oil residue goes and gets piped out of these 5 and over to these 5, and these 5 make petroleum coke. So the petroleum coke is going to go here, merge down, and go into the belts that are going up there. So I need the petroleum coke for the turbo fuel recipe that I'm using. So this first floor took care of that, and then I just need sulfur, fuel, and heavy oil. So the fun thing is that I need 400, or I need 800 heavy oil to make the turbo fuel. So I had to save enough of the heavy oil so that I could make enough fuel and still have enough to do turbo fuel. So this was why the math was really tricky on it. So yeah, this will be outputting petroleum coke, same exact thing here. This will be a nice full belt. Well, it won't be full, but it'll be 600, so it'll be fast enough. And then as you can see, I kind of built like a glass enclosure here. We'll make this look really cool once it's time. That way you can see everything. And then went up to the next floor. So yeah, we got these 2 belts are going to be polymer resin, and these are all perfectly balanced. and then this one will be all the petroleum coke that we need. And this one, I still haven't gotten to the petroleum coke floor yet. But yeah, so these two center ones are 600 of heavy oil, and these two are 400 each because of the way I merged everything. So, but that's needed because this is only half of the heavy oil that we actually need for the build. So, been a fun one. And you can see I haven't actually done almost any of the logistics. I've been trying to figure out the really tough stuff first. Oh god, I just missed the entire thing. So while I'm on this side of the building, notice that I have a ton of space that I can use here. So I've decided that this is going to be the front of the building. And I want to do something really cool on it, something I've never done before. And I want to use some curves. I want to give myself a lobby. One of the other things that I really want is a power control room, especially since priority power switches are going to be available now. And the priority power switches, and this one especially, this factory is needed for my number one priority because the power generated here is going to power just my uranium plant to make the fuel rods. So as long as if I'm looking at this as a priority thing, group 0, this factory is in group 0 because without it, I don't have enough power to actually create uranium fuel rods. So that is going to be a thing that I'm going to be doing soon. Well, probably not soon. This build is taking me way longer than I thought it would, but I'm really trying to take my time and make sure I've got everything planned out properly. So the good thing was after I built this floor, I knew I had an exact replica of it, almost exact replica. I have an exact replica of these 4 rows that I need to do on the next floor up. And then the tricky part was trying to figure out where to put the piping so that I could balance those on the next floor up. But as I said before, we had some trouble with the fact that the train stations the train line was so high up that I built here because of where it's coming from and where it's going to. All I hear in my head is Buff saying you need more power. Yeah. So basically I rebuilt this train line. After I got up to this floor, I extended the ground out, or extended the foundations out, and built straight track and created intersections like I needed them to be. And then I basically destroyed the line was going like over there and across the way or whatever, but I redid everything this way. I think it looks pretty good. The cool thing is now I have train stations in the middle of my factory, and it's an offshoot of the main line, so I can call trains in here. And since I knew what my output for the factory was going to be, I was going to have turbo fuel going out, or packaged turbo fuel. I was going to have plastic, and what was the other thing? Hang on, gotta pull up my cheat sheet. I actually did not update this. I actually only need 3 train stations. But I also need an input of sulfur, and the sulfur node that we need is way over here. So I built 4 train stations. That'll give me another one to expand to if I need to, but these 3 are going to be outbound trains. This one's an inbound, so you can see I've already named it sulfur in. I did a cool little splitting system here so that I've got two stations on each. Basically, I can run 2 lines of stuff into here, and then it will fill up this box first, or fill up this station, then fill up this box. Then if it doesn't fill up, or then if it fills up this box, then it'll overflow into that station and then to this box. So that way I've got some storage and plenty of plenty of room to expand, right? So train stations are ready to go. You can see I'm using, this is a good example. These are the crude oil pipes coming back down, and I made this floor big enough so that I've got plenty of room to expand. If I do end up changing what this factory does, I never have to destroy this floor again because um, I left myself enough room this way as I can add more stations if I need them. I could also add like an entirely new train station for inbound or something if I needed to change it up, but there's plenty of room to grow with this. So, with the train station problem fixed, I went up to the next floor and then of what we did downstairs. So this is 4 sets of refineries. This is all going to be heavy oil as well. So to show what I was talking about earlier, these 5 fluid buffers are for crude oil that are coming in. So those are going to be feature pieces on the outside of the factory. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be like crawling up the building, like all the way up here. Then it gets to here, and then each of those fluid buffers get, well, not filled, but they'll be there to make sure that the crude oil pipes are always, or the crude oil oil extractors are always running. And then I split them up in a way so I know that the center one is the only one that's not completely full, and that's the one that I sent to the petroleum coke downstairs. But these other 4 are going to be completely full lines. They're pipes of 600, so each of those is going to look like this. I kind of did a spacing exercise to make sure everything was going to look right. The ones on the ends go to these 4. The 2 here, or all these 3 go down to the next floor, or go down to the other floor that we were working on. So this floor is pretty boring, but the difference on this floor is going to be the outputs, and I haven't figured this part out yet, but I should have plenty of room to do it. Basically, everything's going to come over to here. I'm going to build like a box here that's going to be the load balancing box, and so I'm going to have to load balance the polymer resin that's coming off of these. That should be fairly easy, but see the polymer resin's coming in here. I'm not doing anything with the petroleum coke, so that's at the back. So that's just going to go straight up through here. All the pipes that I'm currently using or these 2 are not full. These 2 are 200 each right now because I took 200 out to make this a 600 pipe. So these 2 are going to go straight up, and then these go in. And then from the outputs of these, I'll have 2 more 600 pipes, and those will be going to that one and that one, and then these other 2 are going to be 400 pipes. So to do all those logistics, I made this space available. It's a lot of space. I probably won't need this much. We may come back down here and fit more stuff in for something else. I don't know. But I at least got the footprint of what I wanted the floor to look like done. So yeah, that's all the refineries for heavy oil. So now we've made all the heavy oil that we need for the factory, and all the polymer resin. So then the next thing I decided to do, and this floor I'm still working on. So this one required a lot of refineries, and I'm gonna have to overclock a bunch of this. And I overclocked these. So I'm dealing with polymer resin over here. So polymer resin is being fed into all of these machines. They're all making rubber. Since I have 2 polymer resin things here, I'm gonna, above the ground, split the one that's a full line. I'll just split it and then push it into that lane and that lane, and then the tricky part is going to be getting the not full one. I can merge it after this 3rd one, so I can just merge the remainder of that stuff. But basically, this is making about 850 rubber out of the polymer resin, and you can see I've already like made a hole for the actual logistics and everything. There's going to be some load balancing I'm going to do on the belts, but this is the part I was trying to figure out before stream today. I was originally going to make the fuel. I was going to try and use the space because with this, I actually need about twice the amount of refineries that it says here. But now that I'm changing what I'm doing on the next floor, this may not actually be needed anymore. And I might be able to make this actually look symmetrical. So I may actually rebuild this entire floor, depending on what I feel like doing. But yeah, you can see I was originally going to make some fuel here, but then that would screw up my pipe symmetry that I've already got here. And then that would also give me leftover fuel that I would have to pipe up anyway. So then I'd have like purple pipes, and then I'd have one orange pipe that would only have like 300 in it. So I was kind of not super thrilled to do that. But I spaced out 10 constructors. This is not actually what the constructors are going to look like. As I was sitting here trying to figure this out, solve my little puzzle, I realized, oh man, the refineries are so tall that I can actually fit 2 blenders if I stack them in this area. And so this kind of inspired what I'm doing on the next floor. But yeah, since I do need 4 rows of refineries now, I'm probably going to turn this into a 4 refinery row floor, and then redo all of this. And then I'll find a spot for the constructors because we're going to be making plastic on this floor. And to make with the plastic, I need to get the plastic that's excess out down to the down into the train stops. So to do that, I'm going to need to take some of that plastic and make plastic containers out of it so that I'll have something to package the turbo fuel into. So that's what this floor is going to be doing. So basically what I'm going to do is these constructors, I'm going to add another thing to go up to the next floor, and that's going to be plastic containers because I'm going to be making turbo fuel above here and regular fuel. I haven't actually made any fuel yet. I've just been dealing with heavy oil and the byproducts. So now I've got plenty of space to do that. I actually can probably just destroy this. I can at least get these blenders back. Yeah, so yeah, I'll reconfigure the refineries. We might do that after I figure out the layout of the next floor up. So if we're doing 4 rows of refineries, then I should have plenty of room to put a line of constructors, which this actually works out a lot better because one of the things I want to do for my entrance lobby that I'm going to build over here, I want to have stuff moving through the walls all the time, like have a glass enclosure and like have conveyor belts in that glass enclosure with stuff going through it. So I want to see plastic being made and being pushed down, through the floor or through the walls. And then, obviously there would be packaged turbo fuel going through there too. And there will be sulfur going up. And yeah, so there's a lot of I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I have to build it before I figure it out. But since this is exciting because it's a brand new thing I've never done before in Satisfactory. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of stuff to figure out. But yeah, I was working on this floor before stream, and the good thing is once I figure out all these hard parts, it should be fairly fast to do the rest of the build. Because like we're almost to the end. I've almost figured out the footprint for everything. With the machines that you see here, we are making all of the plastic and the containers, and we've already made all the heavy oil that we need. We've already got all the water used that I need for the entire all the recipes. All the water will be used on this floor. That's it. So it will be done. Or no, I'm sorry, no, it's this floor that has all the water. So I need 48 blenders in order to do what I want to do with the diluted fuel. So this is going to be the heavy oil floor. I've started trying to put together like a little bit of a a footprint for what I want this to look like. And I really liked. I think I'm gonna really like how the stacked blenders look on this because it's almost the same size as a refinery. So I mean, I might as well just you know, I might as well just make it as tall as a refinery. It would screw up what the whole floor looks like if I changed it. So we're just gonna throw this down really quick so I can figure out what the wall needs to be. Random question: have you started turbo motors yet? I have just started making them, and they eat so many resources. Do you have any evidence? I have only manually, or not manually, but I set up a temporary turbo motor thing just to get enough turbo motors to get me through getting my uranium fuel rod plant up and running. I also spent a ton of my tickets on turbo motors because they're such a pain in the ass to make. All right, there's where our next floor is going to be. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking that this was what I was working directly before I got on stream. So I've got one of these figured out. I'm gonna probably put some like pillars down to make it look like it's being held up over here, and I kind of was testing this out to see what I wanted the piping to look like because we have to have water and fuel coming into this. So basically, since I need 48 of these, only 6 can fit. Well, more than 6 can fit, but the way the ratios work out, 6 is the ideal number because one full water pipe feeds 6 blenders, and one full heavy oil pipe feeds 12 blenders. So what I can do is I can pipe the heavy oil up into this one and then split it and have it go back down. And then that one pipe will feed both, and then the one water pipe per floor on this. Yeah, if you're gonna spend tickets on anything, that is a good one to spend them on. I mean, after you've already bought all the stuff that's in the awesome shop, like if you don't have any, anything else, I just bought like as many stacks of turbo motors as I could. That and fused modular frames. Even though fused modular frames aren't as hard to make, in my situation they are because I destroyed my aluminum plant and I don't have one right now. So I have limited resources right now. Like I'm not making steel beams anywhere at all. I'm not making anything aluminum anymore. And I use all of my casings making what fused modular frames I have now. So I'm going to have to convert my current factory that's doing steel. Instead of making steel pipes, I'm going to have it make steel beams. And then I'll have to spin up a small aluminum casing factory, which I already have. I mean, I have a good spot for it already near my main base, but it's over here. Yeah, like the bauxite node that's like right here. I've already been tapped into that one before. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do some like pillars here to make it look like it's being held up, and then now we have another floor. I just want to verify this is the correct height, which it is. Perfect. Yeah, I think there's some potential here for something cool. But I'm trying not to do what I typically do, which is I try to cram so much stuff into a single floor. that I can't ever decorate it effectively because I've crammed too much stuff in and there's no more room. So now I have room to play with stuff with this build. So that's what that's what I'm trying to avoid this time. But the good thing is, this is either going to be the roof or it's going to be the turbo fuel floor. We're gonna find out in just a minute if it is, because I got to figure out the rest of the spacing. So we're gonna spin up the. Oops. I actually should probably check my tickets. Am I generating any tickets? Oh yeah, I am generating tickets because um I've got fuel I'm making at the other plant, the one I was gonna destroy to do this. I'm glad I didn't. It was a good idea to move on to a different spot. Even though this isn't as ideal, now I can turn once I get the nuclear fuel rods running, or once I have nuclear power up and running, uh, power is no longer a factor. So because I did the math, the plant will be generating 800,000 megawatts, so I will not have to worry about power ever again. um, 800,000 megawatts is the maximum you can make. Well, not maximum. The maximum with the recipes that I'm using. 800,000 megawatts. So waste would be a pain. Nope, that's 100% utilization of the waste too. I'm not gonna burn plutonium fuel rods. I'm gonna sink those, but I'm turning all the nuclear waste into, or I will be turning all the nuclear waste into plutonium fuel rods and then sinking them, which will give me a massive amount of tickets. But I need this. I need this power factory, or I need this fuel factory up and running to be able to have enough power to run the uranium fuel rod factory and all the waste disposal and everything. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly, but we're getting there. I also have to figure out what I want the lighting to look like in this place, but I figure now that I've learned quite a bit about how lighting works in Lumen on update 8 today, I definitely have changed my thinking on what I want it to look like. It's gonna look badass. Almost there. All right. Hey, King, how's it going? It's good over here. I'm just working on my diluted fuel factory and turbo fuel. I saw you were playing earlier. Did you make the jump to update 8? Check it out. Lighting always gives me PTSD from work because I have to calculate it in real life. Yeah, I bet. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, let's get the rest of this built. I want to get the platforms at least up so I'll have like a visual of what the stuff's gonna look like. This is good. It's gonna use a ton of my concrete. I tried to set it up so that I could call a train for concrete if I needed it, which I might. Sorry, what did you say? I had an internet problem. Did you? I saw you were playing earlier. Are you on the update 8 train now? I installed it just long enough to test it out and see what some of my stuff looked like with Lumen. Then I reverted back because I it definitely does not. I'm not getting very good performance to say the least, and I know my stream would not function well with it like that. Okay, so if all of these are filled, that is our 48 blenders. So now I have some room on either side. And this would be a maximum of 12, 24 blenders. Now, how many blenders do I need for the turbo fuel? Oh my god, I think we're going to be able to make the turbo fuel on this floor. No, I'm not going to break my save. Well, you don't have to break your save. You just don't want to work on it after you've done the upgrade to update 8. All of them. So, let's see. I think I can. This might ruin the symmetry for the stuff. I'm trying to think of how I can lay this out because if I overclock, um, I can make the overclocking work with the blenders. I'm just looking at the floor here, comparing this to what I have. So that's a 600 pipe. That's a 600 pipe. That's a 600 pipe. That's a 600 pipe. That's a 400. That's a 400. So I have the 400s on either side. So these two 600s go over to this row, or no, sorry, this row and this row. Same thing on the other side. That leaves the one 400 here to that side, one 400 here to this side. And I can get 12. I can get 12 here. You know, I might be able to make this work with the symmetry. We'll see. I've scrapped the 500 heavy modular frames because I hope to use the desert for something else. What are you using the desert for? What are you planning on using the desert for? Okay, so let's put down the rest. I think I have enough supplies for this. Why did it say it was aligned like that? That's weird. What are you meowing about, Runa? Did that actually... Yeah, okay, that's right. Last space elevator part completion, lots of room. Need to go talk later. All right, see you, King. Thanks for hanging out, man. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh. Oh, this works out so much better. Oh, holy crap. Hang on. Each row is 6 on this is going to be giving 600 fuel. So that's a full pipe. Oh my god, this is going to work out so well. Okay. Yeah, so this will be a full pipe coming off of this. Each of these rows will be a full pipe. So that's 8 full pipes of 600 with diluted fuel. I can turn around and how much is this? Let's see. So this is going to require 15 fuel. So 15 times 6 is 90. So that'll be 90 fuel. So it'll be 180. Are the kitties meowing in the background? Yes. Runa was walking around with something in her mouth. She's happy. I don't know. What are you doing? So I can split. Wait, that can't be right. It needs 180 fuel. This is how I check my math. Oh my. Got a laser pointer cash in. Alright, hang on, I gotta go get the laser pointer. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. You can see her. She's excited. She heard it. You want this? She's chirping. She wants it. You want this? All right, here we go. It's time. So you see Runa sitting back there in the little background right there. Watch what happens when this touches the beanbag. She hates it. She does not like when the laser pointer touches her beanbag. Delphina is snuggled on a circle podium on her toes, totally passed out. Apparently they're tired today. Okay. Actually, I almost fell off yesterday. Poor Zelfina. All right, let me mark that as completed. All right, so yeah, math. That's what we're doing. So Turbofuel. So each of these, some of these will need to be overclocked because I need 13.3. Thanks for getting playtime. Well, you cashed in for it. I think that's where it needs to be. I measured all this stuff out so I didn't have to do it while I was on stream. Yep, there we go. And you honored it. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So this is going to be our turbo fuel. Oh, this is going to look so cool. This actually worked out perfectly. So this will be the roof up here. I think. I think that we've made everything that we need to make. At this point. Okay, so one of those is petroleum coke. One of those is going to be sulfur. So I'll have to split that. and then that'll go into, that'll get split and then split again, which we'll figure out a way to do that for the inputs. And that'll all go, half or a quarter of the sulfur will go into each of these, a quarter of the petroleum coke will go into each of these. And then we'll use this side. This is going to be the same thing. I put that the right way? Yeah, okay, I did. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So the jetpack feels way different in update 8. Like, when I was playing it, I was like, ooh, this feels so different, and I can't wait to try it with Turbofuel. Oh my god. That's the whole reason I'm building this fucking factory, is because of the Turbofuel. Okay, so then okay, so let me do the math here. So 45 times 6, 540. We have to make up, I'm going to run out of radio control units. That's the one thing I didn't want to run out of. That means I'm going to have to go all the way back to the damn main base and get more. Make sure that's in the right spot. Yep. 2, 3. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more radio control units anyway, so. That's fine. We can figure this out from this. So, let me think here. If I have 600 and I divide it by 4, that's going to be 150 of sulfur and petroleum coke going into each line. This will actually help me figure out exactly how much to overclock each of these. So if I need to process 150, gotta pull up my spreadsheet. All right, so let's say you got 150. Blender, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have 150 and it normally would take 22 and a half, it would take 6.6. So I need to use 0.6 more. So 6 times 22.5 is 135. So 150 minus 135 is 15. So I need one of these to process 15 more sulfur than the others. So 22.5 plus 15 is 37.5. So we just need to overclock this until we get to 37.5. There it is. All right, so the first one in the line gets overclocked to 166%. And all the rest of them are just normal. All right, so now we know what we're going to be doing with the turbo fuel. Now we know that, so now I should be able to figure out exactly how much fuel I need to pull out of these lines. So we need 15 fuel per minute times 5, which is 75. And then this one's not. Wait, this one is overclocked, wasn't it? Wait, what the fuck? Why did it lose it? And then this one will need extra 25. So we need 100 fuel. So if I only need 100 fuel, what we can do is route this particular line trying to think of the best way to do this. I could, like, all the other ones I was planning on having them go this way and then up that way. Actually, no, let's figure out which direction we're going to go, because we do have a lot of room over here. Let the autosave go. So if I was going to build a power plant, where would I build it? There's a nitrogen node right there, which I think I'm going to need that nitrogen node. I need that nitrogen node for my nitric acid for the uranium fuel rods. So that's already accounted for. So I can't block that. I can't really. That's coal right there. There's a lot of resources on that side, so I'd rather not build it over there. You know, I'm just gonna. I'm feeling it's probably gonna be this way. Did I just build around these cliffs? We need a lot of fuel generators, so problem is I don't want to interfere with my rail line if I can help it. That is a big look at how big this factory is. I'm looking for other options if we're to build this fuel plant. I definitely don't want to do it over there. We have all this open area. I had not realized that, like, I can see almost every biome from up here. I did not realize I was this high up already. I'm going to be doing pipe work for like belt work and pipe work for like 3-4 days. So I do want to take the fuel out this direction then. So we'll go dead center for this again. So we have a target. Let's see. All right, so we need autosave. So we're gonna have I'm looking at my list here. Say we're gonna have eight. We're gonna have 8 pipes. Technically 9. No, we will have 9 pipes. So we wanted to do this with symmetry. Let's see. Three, 4. You know what? I don't like that. If we do it like this, we could do like a big stack of pipes with 1 turbo fuel on top. This is not going to be down here, by the way. It'll be up there, but I'm just trying to think ahead. You know what? I've been sitting here and I didn't even turn on my music. Let's do the modeling for our. Three, 4, 5. So this should be exactly even now. No, I got it right. Okay. Yeah, so we'll have that, and then we'll do. Oh no, that's a lie. Nope, not like that. I thought those could stack. Do they not stack? Can you not? Oh my god. I never knew that. I thought you could stack those. Pipes, you can't do that apparently. You know what? It might be easier if I do it this way. Nope. One too far. Alright, did that line up? Let's see. That is not in the right spot. We're close. There we go. That's where it needs to be. Okay, so now we got water pipe. 1 water pipe per 6, so that one's good. It'd be such a pain in the ass pumping all of the water up here. So this bottom one is going to be tricky, though. I got to figure out how to route this one so that it doesn't interfere with the others. Didn't want to have to do this, but I think it's going to be the only way I can make this work. Okay, cool. That should work. So I've got input is going to be heavy oil residue will get piped in here, but it will go... It'll go like this. God damn it, I had it. That should be straight, I think. So then, we want this to go like... Oh, let's set up a target first. This is going to be the heavy oil pipe. Actually, for temporarily, we need to build something like this first. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is just long enough that I can't just... connect them. Oh, that one's one off. This is why I put that foundation down so I could see. Okay, I'm just setting this up so I can measure easier later. Okay, so now we need this to go 2 over from here. Where's this? No way. I cannot believe that was straight. I did not expect that to be straight that time. Okay, it is in the wrong spot, though. Yeah, I should just make this first. The problem with working on the ceiling. Wow, I was way off on that. Alright, there we go. Now we can do this awesome thing. Oh no, I'm out of plastic! Alright, it's time. It's time to call the train. This is set to unload. This is set to unload. Plastic train. Edit. Plastic out. Go to the sulfur in station. This will be good. Once that train gets here, I'll have plastic again. What else do I need? I should have plenty of copper sheets. Yeah. I put a bunch of stuff in these storage containers over here because I knew I'd need it. I'm almost out of motors. Wow, I'm gonna have to make motors again too? Ugh. Alright, did the plastic train leave? It's gotta go all the way across the entire world. Look at that. Oh god, what did I do? Why do I have shame crates everywhere? Today I also fixed my my credits. My credits have been broken for a while. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when I end stream, I used to have credits that would stream, but something happened with Streamlabs and how Stream Deck integrates with it, and I was using that, and now it doesn't work anymore. So I said, "Fuck it, I'll figure out a new way to do it with StreamerBot," and I did it today. It's very interesting. It's a JavaScript and CSS trick. It basically just runs a local web page and populates it with the data that's collected by StreamerBot, which is pretty cool. Comes my plastic train. Can't do the rest of this without the plastic train. We're gonna need a lot of plastic and a lot of copper. Actually, you know what else? What else do I need? I'm gonna need valves. I'm gonna need pumps. I'm almost out of motors. Might as well just take the rest of those. I'll leave the rest of this space for plastic. Get rid of that. All right, plastic train should be getting here any time now. And autosave kills us again. Where are you, plastic train? There it is. There it is. Oh god, what did I do? Somehow I unmuted myself on Twitch. I'm actually surprised I ran out of plastic. I thought I had a ton. How much plastic we got in there? It should be a full container. Boom. Alright. Now we don't need to schedule this train anymore. Just tell it to go back forever. Alright, now we have plenty of materials. I need to get everything wired so I can actually use the hover pack. If I'm going to be doing a bunch of belt work and stuff, I'll definitely, I'll do power first. I gotta do the power before I do the belt work anyway, so. Okay, let's do this. What was I doing the math on? Oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna be making 45 Turbofuel, that's 450, and then if I count the overclocking, I need to get the numbers for the overclock again. Yep, that's perfect. With this overclock, each of these stacks, or this whole stack, makes one full pipe of turbo fuel. So we'll have our 600 pipe from this merged together. Yeah, we basically need to completely redo this entire floor. I just had a thought. I'm trying to figure out how to make the symmetry still work with this, and if I lay this floor out properly, I can make it work. And it's all based around the exact center again. So I need this to be not so close quartered. This is the polymer resin floor. Let me do some math really quick, because I think I'm just thinking here, like, I have these two. Actually, sorry, these three. One of these is a 780 line, this is a 780 line, and this is a line with 140 on it. So these three are... If I put... No, not half foundations. To get 16, I need to do it like this. Don't want it to be too tight, but it might be if I do it this way, but we'll see. I don't know. I'll try it. It's not like we can't just rebuild it. Did it just lose everything that I configured? What the fuck? I definitely had these configured yesterday. I'd figured out all the math. I wonder if it was because I upgraded to update 8 earlier. I don't know. Yeah, so the first 3 would be... First 3 would be 250% overclocked, and then the 4th one would be 175. Each line would be generating 424 rubber. So if I do the math with this... No, not quite. Arethius with the raid! What is going on, Arethius? How was your City of Heroes stream? I'm debating if I want to put these sideways or not. You, sir, are a lying liar. Yes, I know. I decided I'm not going to play Tears of the Kingdom on stream. So I'm back to Satisfactory. I realized after you'd already tweeted it out, so I was like, whatever, it's fine. Trying to figure out how I want to do this part. If we split this exactly the way it is now, it'd be okay. How goes the building? Is the planet dead yet? No. Not quite. It's going well. I've got this massive factory that I'm working on right now. As you can see, it is pretty large. And I'm still working on the floor plan because everything depends on what I'm doing right now. Like, once I figured out what the floor plan is, then I can figure out how I want the pipes and stuff to look. But this is what I'm going with right now. And I'm just trying to visualize, instead of building it and then having to break it down because it's wrong, I'm visualizing. Visualize an attack, exactly. Well, you know what? Let's just do this. Since it already wiped out all my shit, I'm gonna put the floor... This is exactly what I did on the floor above me. So here's what we need to... This is what we need to fit in. We need, if we can, to get all of the refineries on here. We also need to fit the constructors and the packagers on this floor, if we can. So these are the refineries, so let's just put 2 down to represent. Actually, here, I'll do this one first. Oh, how far off I am. I think it's right here. Is that? Nope, not even close. There? Oh, so close. It was 1 notch off. See, this is why I need nudge. There we go, that's alright. Alright, inputs are in the back. Yes. I might put inputs in the front, actually. Either way, no, I do want inputs in the back. I said that, and then I built that completely backwards. What'd you do in City of Heroes today, Prometheus? Working on a new character? I feel like you're always playing a new character. Yay, autosave. Okay, so now we should be able to do this without overclocking. You're always carrying a cup of coffee around. What's your point? Good point. I pretty much am always carrying a cup of coffee around. In real life and in Satisfactory. Do love coffee. Okay, so these refineries are for rubber. We would have to overclock these. We still have to load balance the lines. Ooh. How am I going to be able to do that? Let's see. Oh. Oh, I can still do it exactly the same way. Hell yes. Okay, cool. So, to show you guys how I was doing this, I use a 4 meter, then I use a 1 meter to replace where it was sitting. And then we get a merger. We line it up with this. And I'm going to want it to go out that way. And so we put it there. So see how it's lined up. And then now we can do... Oh, wait, shit. That's the input. Fuck. Actually, in this case, this would be a splitter. This exact same technique can work this way, too. I didn't even realize it. I haven't had to do this yet, but this should work. Since this is the input side rather than the other one. Let me just make sure that this is going to have enough room. I'm pretty positive it will, but... Oh, yeah, I forgot these are in a different spot. Cool, and then we'll put a walkway over this. If we can. This might be a little tight, actually, now I'm looking at it. Because we would need this, that, I need to build a bunch of refineries. The hell? Oh, I gotta put that back on. Okay, now I should be able to do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That should be perfectly aligned, which it is. Perfect. And then we would have... We'll go like this. And that'll be like here, so 2 clicks back, like this. See if I can get away with this. The shortest we can go with this. We're just doing this as a mock-up. I want to see if this is actually going to work. I put that one too far back. Damn it. That was in the right spot, and then I built it the wrong direction. Like that. Huh. One day, we'll get this right. One day. Alright, I think this is it. This is the one, guys. It's gonna happen. Oh, look at that! It's amazing! Do I have enough to make this many? Yes, I do. Okay. Splitter. Same thing with this. This needs to be aligned to here. Did I get it first try this time? Yes, I did. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, damn. Don't do this to me, game. It's gonna do it to me. I just know. Son of a bitch. Wait a minute, we might be able to finagle this. Oh, it ruins my symmetry. I don't like it. Nope, it's gotta go away. I can figure out a different way to do this. Nope. Okay, hang on. Got a better idea. Got a better way this will work. I would rather have done it that way, but this will work too. There we go. That's not terrible. I can live with that. And the good thing is this can come down, which means it gets out of the way faster. 1, 2, like that, and then we can do this, that, and then that. Okay. Alright, I can live with that. Alright, so let's say... Oh, actually, hang on. Oh, actually, no, it does fit. Okay. I might hide that under the floor, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Alright, so now we got this row of refineries. That means all this shit can go. Because now these are being repurposed. The water is going to be tricky on this. This whole area is just going to be so packed full of stuff. But the good thing is, if we do it like this, two, three, four, five. Three, four, five. Five. These are all temporary, by the way. They just look like that for now. Son of a bitch, just so close. Five. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is going to be very cramped. So this is going to be a very fun one to figure out because trying to think here. This won't be in the way. These will all be full of heavy oil. I knew I was gonna fuck that up. Looks like it needs like 2 more. No! Like that? That might be 1 off again. Yep, still 1 off. Half the battle is just getting this shit aligned properly. That's half the battle. Making sure I was in the right number. Okay, so then we would have one more pipe coming. Yeah, so my thinking is, so I've got 3 water pipes that are coming up right where this wall is. Maybe instead of doing it this way, I would do it, I have more water than I need coming up, though. That's the good thing, is this is... It doesn't really matter if the pipes are completely full. It's gonna be more water than we need. So... What the fuck is wrong with me? Why can I not align anything? I think it's just because of the massive size of this floor. It's just huge. Almost out of plates again. There we go. You know, maybe, if there's 16 here, then after 8, I should be able to merge in. So here's 8. Dead center here, if there were pipes. So I could just run these over top of the refineries, because the refineries... Yeah, the refineries that are going to be over on this side are going to be... they're going to need fuel. Because this is making the rubber is going over into these. Then I think what I would do is... This would... If I drop the water in here... Oh yeah, I can't do stacked pipes. Fuck. I think this would have to move over a little bit. I bet I would just bring it in right over top of this. And then this one would be like here. And then I would have... Would I have one more? I have no idea what this would look like. I'm just... Oh, fuck, I need to go get more. Hold, please. I need more iron. plates. Was I almost out of anything else that's required for this? Let's see. These. Concrete. Yeah, we got plenty of that. Okay. Really liked Sonic music today. Did I just run past the floor I was trying to get to? Yeah, I did. Okay, here's what I was going to try. Need to be like, okay, so I'm merging in here. No, I guess that's right. I guess we'll just do it this way. Just be an extra pipe to build. Let's have a nice big pocket of 3 of these. And then I'll have this come down right in the center. If I'm right, I think this should line up perfectly with how the wall holes are over there, but might be wrong. I am wrong. It's fine. So these 3, then with, oh, this might not work. Fuck. One, two, like, let's say like 2 or 3 refineries in. This will keep our flow rate up, if I can make this work. This isn't gonna work because I'm pretty sure you can't do this. Yeah, they're overlapping, so they're not gonna be able to connect. The pipe's gonna be too short. Yep. Alright, so the middle pipe idea is dead. Say goodbye to the middle pipe. However, I do have another idea. I don't really feel like figuring this part out right now. So, I think I know a way I can make it work, but I'm like 98% sure it'll work. So, I'm just gonna roll with it. Wait, why do I have crates over here? What the fuck? Oh, it's probably from what I just did. I had a full inventory. Yep, there it is. I don't like having shame crates everywhere. Okay, so the next two rows do I want this much spacing? Here's what I want. I want to be able, well, for one, to get rid of this. Let me give myself some inventory space. Don't need any of that. Don't need that for now. Don't need that for now. Yeah, that's plenty now. Okay. I want to be able to... I have an idea of how I want to do this. So, the Turbofuel that I'm going to package is all on the other side. So I want the packagers over there, but I need to be able to make... I need to have enough room here to be able to make all the plastic, which means I need 2 rows of refineries. Then I need to route the plastic, or I need to route the rubber over here so that I can then turn it into plastic, then move the plastic over to this side, turn it into constructor, or put it into constructors. I want it going that way because I want to have the plastic going down through the main lobby of the lobby entrance area of the building when I build it. And I also need to have all the fuel. Yeah, this will work. As long as I can fit these in. Did I put 2? No, I put 1.5 on each side. So this will be half of the rubber out here. Now, the question is, do I have enough room to do another row? Ooh, maybe. Let's see. If I needed, let me see how many I needed. Yeah, so I need 850 fuel. You know, I wouldn't have to load balance this if I did it correctly. And I'd still have plenty of room. If I did... Yeah, just do one on each side here, like this. Let's just get an eyeball for what this is going to look like. Hmm. This is center, by the way. Let's see. Eight on that side. Or did I misalign this? There's 3 on this side. Okay. Well, it's as close as I can get it for now, I guess. I want the inputs to be on this side for this. And we're gonna get 16 of these. That'll give us 32. We barely will have to overclock if we do it this way. So this will have 425 rubber coming out of it. So that'll make, we're gonna do recycled plastic on this. And this side would require 14. Oh wait, what? I mean, I'm an underclock? Did I mess up? I think I might have messed up my numbers. Oh, no, I didn't. No, 28.3 refineries. Okay. So this is 16, so we can just remove this one and... that one. Then we mirror this on the other side, and we get rid of these foundations. So this should be 14. Yep. These can all go away. And now we got this much space to play with. This should be plenty of space. Alright, so now let's calculate. First, so 425. Divided by 30. It's 14.1. So 14 times 30. So the first one in the line would have to process an extra 5 rubber. Yeah, extra 5. There it is. Okay, so that means that the output of plastic on this one would be, so this would be 13 plus, I don't know, 13 times 60 plus 70. So the output would be 850. on each of these lines. Uh, 13 times 60. Oh my god, hang on. This might work out really well, actually. On the overclocked one, though, it's going to put out 60 plastic. It's going to output 70 plastic. What is the requirement for how many? Constructors. I need 300 plastic. That almost gets us half the plastic. So from this floor, I think I'll make all the constructors on one side over here, and then have the Turbofuel and the packagers on this side. I don't remember how big packagers are. Let's look. Oh, they're the same size as a constructor. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, it's adorable. Look at it. It's so tiny. Okay, and then how many packagers do we need? We need... $30 packagers! Holy shit. I think we're gonna be stacking these things. Package turbo fuel. Yep, 30 packagers. Okay. Yeah, we can stack these. These are super short, so... They only take up one block. Let's see how many blocks this is. $19. How many tall can we get this thing? I'm guessing it's 4. Nope. One more. Okay, so we want 15 of these. Trying to figure out how to make this even. There are 1, 2, 3 blocks. So we add 1 here. Take away 1 on the end. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so this should be, like, centered now, I think. As much as I can get it centered. That's pretty good. So one of the things I wanted to do was make sure that there was still room for if I possibly wanted to take that other turbo fuel line eventually and turn it into more turbo fuel to run trucks and stuff. And this actually does cover that, I believe. I would have to do some weirdness to get the turbo fuel line over here, or the other turbo fuel line, because we're going to take the one that's over, that's above us here and bring it down. Oh, son of a bitch. Now, I did not bring any rubber with me, so... Did I delete the rubber train? Son of a bitch, I deleted the rubber train. Well, now we wait for that. We'll still work on the other stuff. The constructor, I gotta figure out the constructor side too, so we'll just wait for that. The train will come back, and then I'll have enough to finish the packagers. We did manage to cram quite a bit of stuff on this floor. Okay, so then we gotta figure out plastic. I only need 10 constructors. Hey, Fee. Yes, I am still having fun. I'm trying to figure out some interesting issues. Or I'm trying to figure out some logistical stuff. Let's see, this is 19 foundations wide. Center would be here. And we go, say, here. Wait, how many foundations over did I go? Did I go 2 or 1? Did you hit... Oh, you're level 61. Switch was dead and I had to charge it after school. Well, that sucks. Okay, I left 2 foundations, so... Good smart thinking. Good thinking. Past Zach. Alright, there's 10 foundations. And we need our constructors. Ugh! I threw my cable in here. I need cable for constructors. At least I didn't have to go very far. Oh, that's right. These are a little bigger than one meter. You'll still place it, though. You want to go forward? Try there. Do I like that? I don't like it clipping through the wall, though. Ugh. See, that looks good. And then I want to make sure, is this half foundation? No, it's not. Good. I don't want this. Okay, so the merger will be here, this will be here. That's not too sharp of a turn to make, so that's good. So we'll just route some of the plastic coming off of this into here. And we need 300, so let's figure that out. Wait, what was this set to on the other side? It'll be the same. I'm trying to remember. %116%. Okay, so we got 14 on this side. So 13 of those are going to output 60 a minute. And that's a full belt. But I need 300. So if I did 70 from here. Uh, 300 minus 140. I need 160 on a belt. Ugh. This is one of those times it's a weird number. Looking at the available belt speeds here. What would... Let me see how close I can get. 70 plus, 60 plus, 60... 310? So... That was 4 of them. If I used 4 refineries... These 4... Oh! Well, look at that. That's actually perfect. If I merge these 4 outputs and put it into here, but use an overflow on that one, then that would work. Hey, Tech, how's it going, man? New game, who dis? It is almost like a new game with the update that came out today. Oh, I'm good. I am, figuring out this very large puzzle. New update, yeah. Update 8 came out today. I'm not running it right now. I did test it out earlier to see how the lighting and all the new stuff came out, how it worked. It's pretty cool. The new lighting engine is crazy cool. It's like it makes the game look completely different. It's a game changer, like big time game changer. Mostly graphics, or is it something else? No, they've added a bunch of stuff. There's priority power switches were added, power towers were added, like the big huge infrastructure towers. They made massive changes to how jetpacks work. Oh god, what else? There's a lot of changes. New enemies. There's 2 new levels of hogs. Yeah, there's a radioactive hog now, and it's basically the equivalent to the spider. Once I get through tiers, I may have to check it out. Yeah, it's excellent. So 2086 at this rate. Yeah, I feel you on that. I haven't really gotten I played it a bunch this weekend, but I need to play some more. We were just doing some math. How are you liking Tears so far? I was bummed I missed the streams. I really like it. It's awesome. It's a really good game. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Hey, the rubber train's back. Yeah, I decided I am gonna play it off stream though. It's not really. I find it's performing a lot better when I'm in handheld. So I don't know if it's my capture card or what, but the slight frame difference that I get with playing it on the capture card versus in my hands is enough that it annoys me. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just play it in handheld mode then. Oh, baby, that's a full thing of rubber. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, shit, I don't have enough inventory space. Unload the goods. Yes. I should have played some last night, honestly. I just didn't think about it. I'm going back and forth myself between handheld and big screen. Yeah. I think if I played on a worse TV, it might make a difference. But my TV, this is the problem with upgrading to 4K and having a 144 hertz monitor. Like, now when I play stuff, I can see lag. Like, I was used to playing on a shitty monitor before. But now, I've gotten used to the 4K and the colors and everything with it, and nothing even compares. Like, this is a real gaming monitor. The Matrix is revealed to you. Yeah, it's no joke. Well, that was nice. It just flung me into the air. I need to cancel that train. They have plenty of rubber now. Do not come back here. Go away. Alright, it's just gonna sit there, and it will wait. Alright, now we can go finish our packagers. This is the wrong floor. What am I doing? I think the cat just snorted herself awake. Oh, here we go. Packagers. I've been working on this this factory for like a week now, and I'm still just at the layout stage. Done that before. Sleep on, kitty, sleep on. Yeah. Oh, I went too far. Buy 2 packagers. Okay, so let me see here. So all of these belts can be merged into one. So outgoing belts are easy. This is just going to be all packaged turbo fuel. I may actually keep it 2 separate lines, though, because I want it to look cool. Yeah, I'm waiting for once update 8 calms down a little bit. They're gonna have some hot fixes, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks, more than likely. And when I was playing on it, I had a lot of jitter, like a lot of jitter. And it may just been because of what my graphics settings were set to, but I also had the lumen turned on and everything, and I just don't want to deal with that, especially when I'm trying to build something this complicated. I'll build it on update 7 when the performance is good, and then this should all carry over no problem to update 8. So that's just that's what I ended up deciding on. I ended up reverting back to 7. Okay, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gives us exactly enough plastic for so if I merge these lines out and then I feed this side in, so I'll merge these 5, that's exactly 300. Then that leaves us with okay, so that would put 550 on this line. Oh, kitty. Oh, I was saying that Runa snorted herself awake just a minute ago. Like these are hanging off, but I think it's okay. What the fuck is going on? Why is that not? I must not have liked what I was doing there. Nope, gotta go one over. I think I built that the wrong direction as well. Yes, I did. Good. Gotta remember I gotta build it this direction. Because I want the... Yeah, I want the rubber part on the bottom. Okay, cool. So then we would have 550 plastic going this way. We'd have our containers, which I might send up to the ceiling, which would then get fed into our packagers over here. We would have that 550 line, and then I could merge in I could merge in this refinery with that 550 line, which would be a 620. And then the rest of the refineries would be... That would be a 780 line. So then I won't even have to do any load balancing for the lines at all. It would just be perfect. So yeah, that would be ideal. I'll merge this in just because it's odd man out. So yeah, then plastic containers feed in here. Turbofuel. Where do we want to bring down turbofuel? That's hyper tubes. I don't want hyper tubes. Five. We're doing a little test here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should work the same. I'm verifying. I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. I think we need to go one higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The measurements are different on this. I think we need to go one click forward. All right, let's try 5 again. Oh, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Autosave's always got to get me. They made it a lot easier in Update 5 to configure how often your save happens and all that, so... Okay, so that is definitely not what we want. Maybe we need to go one over from where we were. And to know if you want to watch TV later. Oh, let me know. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it a stream here in a minute. 3, 4, 5. I just want to figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just gotta figure these measurements out, and then I'm good. We want to use horizontal. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Is this that stupid thing? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might be doing that stupid thing. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so it's 6 on this. To have our nice, beautiful... okay, so... Now we just gotta figure out where we want to bring in. We also need to make sure that this is possible on the next floor up. Gotta make sure all the measurements are right. I think it should be. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, that's kind of nice that it's like that close to the ceiling, because that means depending on where the... We can use a floor hole to figure out where the turbo fuel is going to be coming out. I could just feed it in like this. Let's put like put a floor hole there to see where that is. Would you look at that? Beautiful. I may change my mind about this, but that's okay. Yeah, so if we bring it out there, then we can just go like this. Don't build, don't build, don't build. Damn it, don't build. It built. Get rid of that, because that's not the one we're going to be using. I had no idea. Like, I just learned this. I guess I just haven't done ceiling mounted pipe stuff a lot. I did not know that it would not let you extend that or stack them. So actually, with this the way it is, we might just be able to, instead of using this, we got the alignment right. Now I should just be able to go straight with this. This will be a little bit different than the one that we were using, but it should still work. Oh yeah. That's perfect. All right. So now we can feed turbo fuel down through that pipe. It'll fill up the top ones first. Then it'll wrap around the back and stop here. It'll end here. And then we'll do plastic the opposite direction. So plastic will go this will be a splitter, or not plastic, sorry, the yeah, like that. Yeah, so the empty containers will come down here. They'll go into here. And then we'll basically run those all the way over to here. Then we'll run them up to this. I might go one foundation out more and use conveyor floor holes for that, just so it looks good. And then we're not going to have any clipping here. That should be good. Turbo fuel. This will be our 600 package turbo fuel. In the event that we have another one, or if we do need to package the other 600 turbo fuel per minute, we just do the opposite of this. We just reverse it. And we'll have plenty of extra space on this side because I haven't built the front of the building yet. So, and I can extend the front of the building up as much as I need to. Okay, well this is really good. Like, getting all the layout done on this. This is like the most complicated part of the factory right here. And having this figured out with all the buffers and the turbo fuel and all that. I mean, this is basically our footprint. Like the footprint is done. Now I just have to now I have to go get the materials to build all the machines, align everything, do all the belt work, do all the pipe work, set up all of the crude oil stuff. Oh, that was the other thing I didn't show off yet. So, as part of this, I'm going to start doing enclosures for miners and for oil enclosures. And I built my first one in a blueprint, and I set it up over here to see if I liked it. I don't know if I like it yet or not, but here it is. So you go in here, and boom, there's the oil extractor. It fits perfectly inside here. It's got power run through the whole thing. All you got to do is connect in your pipe, and then you're good to go. And then obviously we'll be overclocking everything to the max. So, and it also says, you know, on the outside of the building, this is what's in it. Here's the output per minute on this. So like, and this is one of the coolest things right here. Watch this. I'm gonna do a blueprint. I'm gonna do a miner enclosure. All I have to do is set. All I have to do is set this down. Done. Like I just put it on the resource, and then I'm gonna have to clear a lot of shit out around this. But the easiest way is like I use a foundation like this. And I think I made it 4x3. The good thing is with blueprints, if I don't like something, I can just go replace it easily. So I'm missing silica, but... Oh yeah, I did make it. I did make it 3. It's weird to align it, but yeah, basically all I gotta do after I put this down is connect in the stuff, and not a big deal. Clear all this out. I definitely am going to be using this node, so... I'm going to clear all this out, and then update 8 is going to make it so I have to go do it again. I'm trying to keep everything on the world grid if I can. Alright, now I should be able to see. See, this is the annoying thing about blueprints, is that they don't snap to foundations. This is why I wasn't using blueprints at first. It makes it extremely frustrating. And the OCD comes out. Dude, this game is so bad for OCD. So fucking bad for OCD. But yeah, we'll deal with the enclosures. I haven't even thought about doing the pipe work for this yet. I'm gonna probably just run foundations all over the place, set up the enclosures, and then pipe everything however it makes the most sense. All right, let's see. All right, let's see if the new credits work. So if you haven't already, come check out the Discord. Cool stuff going on there all the time. Obviously, as I stated earlier in the stream, I have a new credits system that hopefully will work when I hit the end stream button. But I'm not going to be on. I won't be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. I might stream on Discord tomorrow. But I also should really do some drywall work in my sunroom, so I might be doing that instead. But tomorrow night is wrestling. If you watch AEW, you can come watch with us, and it's a lot of fun. So, but yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, and we'll do some more Satisfactory. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all then.